KEYC News Now to Go is sponsored by Rivers Edge Hospital and Clinic. People caring for people.
Moments like these make life worth living. Rivers Edge Hospital and Clinic is your partner in taking control of your own health. Take your steps towards a lasting tomorrow. Rivers Edge Hospital.
Hello and thanks for joining us on this Wednesday edition of KUIC News Now to Go. I'm Jackson Jerk. In a few minutes, I'll be joined by First Alert meteorologist Caitlin Lohr with a look at today's forecast and the gross weekend ahead. We start with local news. Juneteenth, or Freedom Day, commemorates the emancipation of enslaved African Americans on June 19, 1865. On Thursday, the Greater Mankato Diversity Council will host the 8th annual Greater Mankato Juneteenth celebration. This year's theme is Honor the Past, Fight for the Future. Since 2021, Juneteenth has been recognized as a federal holiday. The executive director of the Greater Mankato Diversity Council says the family-friendly event features music, food, vendors, and more.
Actually seeing the community coming to our event, celebrating that event in itself.
That's awesome.
And we're not talking about the black community only. We're talking about all backgrounds coming to the to the event itself, being part of it, asking questions, participating, and just enjoying a good time. And
the Greater Mankato Juneteenth celebration takes place this Thursday at MSU's Mankato Centennial Student Union Mall from 3 to 6 p.m. Continuing with local news, a new summer program at MSU Mankato is giving area high school students a chance to get hands-on with robotics technology. Aaron Stubbe picks up the story.
MSU Mankato is hosting a summer robotics camp for Mankato high school students throughout the next 2 weeks. The new program aims to inspire and prepare students interested in STEM. It comes from a partnership between the university and NEDEC, and has students building robots and tackling real-world problems that engineers see every single day.
One of these kind of things where I'm working with my hands, I really gotta use my brain for all these creative things.
This robotics program solves a real-world problem. So this will give real-world experience. This will give the students an opportunity to work on an engineering team.
The new program debuted this week with the hopes of making STEM education more accessible to area students. The effort is one made by many different people, including MSU STEM faculty and MSU STEM students, as well as local industry partners like NEDEC.
We're bringing all of these diverse stakeholders together since they all play a part in that overall puzzle of increasing the technologists of tomorrow and inspiring young folks to go into careers in the technology fields.
For the students spending their summer at the camp, it's an opportunity to go beyond what they would normally get to work with in their usual school setting. And they get real experience to reference when deciding where to go with their careers after they graduate.
I gotta figure out problems, figure out how to fix the problems, and just kind of go from there.
In Mankato, Aaron Stuvey, KEYC News Now.
The Minnesota Department of Transportation has made safety improvements on Highway 169 in Garden City due to the road construction. 169 is serving as a detour for Highway 60 through Lake Crystal due to that construction. MnDOT has added traffic barrels, rumble strips, and delineators to the intersection of Highway 169 and County Road 13 in Garden City to reduce drivers' speed. The speed limit has been lowered from 60 miles an hour to 45 miles an hour in both directions of Highway 169, stretching for about a mile. Additional safety measures include flashing signs and message boards and rumble strips on both 169 and County Road 13. Switching gears and joining me at the desk to talk about what is probably going to be the most disgusting weekend we've had all summer. Not looking forward to it, but I will tell you this. We're not going to put on sunscreen, we're going to hydrate, and we're going to do our best to have a good time.
Yeah, you know, that's the biggest thing is that everyone's like, oh, well, you told us to stay away from these kinds of drinks. Just limit them, okay? You can still have fun. You want to hit the boat up, you want to go fishing, you want to go swimming, whatever it may be, have fun. But whatever you're drinking, whether it's a regular drink or an adult beverage type of drink, mix in water. You know, maybe not into the drink, but for every adult beverage, have a water bottle, you know, things like that. You have to kind of go back and forth, or you may fall ill to those heat-related illnesses, especially because this is the first heat wave of the season. I know we get this heat and humidity every year. I don't need to sit here and hear that lecture, and I'm not going to lecture you on that. But why we go in depth of talking about the dangers of this when we get it every year, especially the first heat wave of this season, is because, well, one, we're coming out of those cold months. I know it's cold. It hasn't been cold in a while. I know it hasn't, but still, we have not had this type of drastic heat and humidity that we're expecting for the weekend yet, which means our bodies are not reacclimated to these summertime conditions. So you could fall victim to those heat-related illnesses a little bit quicker than you would in the heart of summer or towards the end of the summer season. So please, take it seriously, because we're kicking off summer with a heat wave. Summer starts officially on Friday. We're looking at highs in the low to mid 90s with dew points in the low to mid 70s. It is going to feel soupy out there, really gross. That's going to lead to dangerous heat index values between 98 degrees and 105 expected through the weekend. So again, avoid those heat-related illnesses by staying hydrated, as well as taking breaks from both the heat and the sun, just to give your body that chance to cool down. Now, just a quick look at those temperatures. Our average high around this time of year is around 80 degrees, so today will be rather seasonal, but the weekend a lot warmer than it should be with low to mid 90s, and again, it's going to feel like the triple digits out there, and you can thank this spike in humidity for those triple digit heat index values on the way. The good news is you can see that the humidity is going to taper off going into next week, because we have a cold front moving through, and that's going to suck a lot of that moisture out of the area, as well as drop our temperatures, bringing almost immediate relief. But we do still have to get through the hot weekend. And until we get to that hot weekend, we have a few more rain chances to get through here. Starting with this morning and afternoon, some rain's going to move into the western portion of the area through the late morning hours and kind of make its way southeast and then east from there along the border of Minnesota and Iowa. A couple isolated chances will linger behind this main stretch of showers, couple thunderstorms possible as it works its way through Algona, Mason City, and Albert Lee. You can see it's going to kind of flare up along and east of I-35 this evening, and then from there it's going to fizzle out, and as it fizzles out, we're going to continue to see clear skies overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. So a couple of thunderstorms possible, a few light showers possible, but not everybody is going to see this rain. In fact, Mankato and areas north of Mankato may not see any rain at all today, or very light amounts, with a high of 79 degrees this afternoon. Tonight, everywhere is looking at clear conditions as well as quiet conditions, with a low around 59 degrees by tomorrow morning. Here's a look at your extended forecast. The biggest takeaway is just focusing on this weekend and reminding yourself that we are not fully reacclimated to the heat and humidity quite yet, so you still need to take it cautiously, but also still enjoy the warmth out there. Find ways to stay cool while staying safe at the same time.
And for sure, enjoy that word on top of Friday, that summer word that's finally here, although it's been like that for a little bit. So definitely get outside, hydrate, whether you're having beverages or water, mix one in between each one. That's the way to do it. And sunscreen for those that want it, for sure. Maybe. We'll see. That's Kayla Laura. I'm Jackson Jurek. Thanks for watching this KUIC News Now to Go update. Stay with KUIC News Now for the latest local news, weather, and sports on our website.
And of course, you can always download the free KUIC News and Weather apps for the latest headlines and forecast.